Papa Solio, what do you prefer, steam bath or ice bath? What do I prefer? I mean, I love the sauna. I have a steam sauna, and I like the cold plunge too. So I don't prefer one over the other. I like both. Like if I could only have one, ooh, damn son, oof. If you ask me that question, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. Might be sauna because I think the health benefits are more. God, I don't know. I don't know. The cold plunging has been life changing too, but so is sauna. Yeah, it's a tough call. Tough call. I mean, objectively, health wise, sauna has been quantified as like is it is a massive, massive benefit. Anyway, that's not the question. Should we do before workout or after a steam bath? So I'm just gonna treat steam bath like I don't know what you mean, like a hot bath. I'm gonna treat both. If you said steam bath, I'm assuming a hot bath. That's different than like a sauna or an ice bath. I'm just gonna go with heat and cold, like sauna. I'm just gonna generalize this for most people. If you were so I do cold first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, one of the first things, if not the first thing I do, is 2 or 3 minutes in the cold plunge. After a workout, usually after, because I don't want to dehydrate myself before a workout. After a workout at some point, like I'm going to do it after the show, I'm going to do sauna. So I don't do, and then I'll do sauna sometimes right after workout, usually a little bit later. And oftentimes I'll do cold afterwards, then get back in the sauna and warm up. It's like a nice contrast therapy. But I never do cold plunge immediately after training. So I don't like work out hard and then jump in the cold plunge because that can negatively affect your body's repair of muscle tissue in the sense of it can negatively affect hypertrophy if you do it immediately after. I'm not exactly sure of the time frame, but I just don't do it immediately after. I used to be like, I'm not going to do it after I work out. I'll only do it in the morning. But then I also feel better doing it at night too after the sauna. So I don't restrict myself like that. But if I'm training in the late morning or the early afternoon and then I'm sauning like at 8 o'clock at night, I'm plunging after, I'm like, that's enough time for me. It's not that hot. Sean says cold bath has been quantified too. Yeah, they're both good. Sauna is quantified for near 200 for 30 minutes to get the benefits. It doesn't have to be that hot and that long. It's usually at like at least 25 minutes, I think at like 180, 170, 180. But bottom line, I mean, it depends on how they're testing it. But bottom line, the hotter and the longer you can do it, just, yeah, as hot as you can for as long as you can is pretty much the answer. But I think there's other information or research that like cold plunging, 200, no one's doing 200. It's not 200 for 30 minutes. It's not that hot for the studies that have shown benefits for sauna. It was not that hot. And don't think it was 30 minutes. Um, but the hotter you can do it, the longer, of course. It depends on the person too. But what was I going to say? Um, Cold is awesome though. They're both so good. I don't know which one. If you had to say, okay, you can only choose one. I don't know. I think cold is great. I think cold is great, and that's the thing. Like I really, in the past I would have said sauna. Now I'm almost a fan of the cold more. I'm almost a fan of the cold more. Yeah, but that's not the studies from. Was it Finland? Finland or Norway was doing the other studies. I think it was like 175 or 180, like 4 times a week or 5 times a week. Anyway, do it hot, do it long, and just build up from there. Rihanna, where did you get? How did you set up your sauna? I have an inside. We put it inside. You can get the barrel saunas and put it outside. Mine's almost heaven. I ordered it from the company, but we put it inside. I didn't want it outside, so we have it right in our living room. area, kind of like in between the living room area ish. So we have an indoor, and I got it's like a 2 to 3 person sauna. I'm really the only one ever in there. I use it. I use it 99% of the time. I use it pretty much every day. And then I got that, and then the upgraded heater. So I got like the most, whatever the most powerful one they had at the time. So it heats up quick and gets really hot. And I like it because you can pour water on it and make it some steam and stuff like that. So yeah, just build up. I mean, the frequency I think is the best part of it. So like as Sean was saying, like, yeah, you definitely want it. You definitely want it hot. So the hotter and the longer you can do it, the longer and the hotter you can do it. But it takes time. It's like anything else. When you're in hot, it's like it takes time to build up the endurance. And plus when I'm in the sauna, because it's like 2 levels, there's like a little tiny seat on the side and then there's like a little elevation. So when I'm sitting up there, it's like my head is like on fucking fire. So you can do is you could take like a cold towel or something like that and then put it around your head and breathe through it because like the air is really hot, a lot hotter at the top of the sauna, of course, than the bottom. So the temperature is not always accurate because you're sitting up, you're not like your head's not down. So wherever you have the thermometer, it also makes a difference. Yeah, when I had Sean saying the sauna is is like doing cardio. Yeah, it's cardio mimicking benefits. And I remember we talk about the Whoop strap. Remember I said I got that and I wore it for like a couple months and never really paid attention to the data. It didn't work a lot of the time and it was left a mark on my wrist. I don't think it's still there. I didn't like it at all. I don't like wearable tech like that. I just didn't like having it on my wrist. Kind of a pain in the ass. But when I was in the sauna, you would see the heart rate. Like you would see it. Vroom. It was like sustained cardio. It looked like I was doing cardio. It looked like I was doing cardio. Like the heart rate increased and maintained. That was cool to see, though. It is cool to see some of that stuff. Sean, I work in a cath lab, and the docs have raved about cold baths. It actually builds new venous pathways after doing it for around 2 to 3 months. That's the thing. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good for you. Like I'm just thinking. It's not like anyone's holding me back and like, hey, you can only choose one. But if that was the question, which one would you choose? Ooh, I don't know. So when we moved to the house, the thing that I was most excited about was the sauna. Like I always wanted my own sauna. And then once we moved in, I kind of learned about, cold plunging and I looked up and I was like, I want to get one of those. And I just knew it was going to be good. I knew I was going to like it. I knew it was going to be really good for me, but I didn't realize how good. Like it's a game changer too. You don't need that much time. So a lot of you see these guys like Wim Hof and like then they're for like an hour. I don't do excessively long. Like I don't do ridiculous. I kind of did. I was always trying to like push myself. I just do whatever I feel comfortable. I just do at least 2 minutes. I just do at least like 2 minutes. And then afterwards, sometimes I go longer. Sometimes I'll go up to like 3, 4, 5. But I've never tried or desired had any like I want to try to do 10 minutes or 15. It's like there's a certain point I think it's like most things it's just not necessary. And part of it was because in the morning I want to like invigorate myself. I want to wake up. But if any of you have done cold, and my cold plunge is like around 39 degrees, 40 degrees. So if you do it if you do it for a few minutes, you'll have like the shivers for a while and it can set you back. Like it takes you a while to kind of get back and going and come back to society. So if I do, it depends on how long I do. If I don't want to, I want to get myself going in the morning. I don't want to like spend a while like being cold and shivering. Like I want to kind of get up and get going. So anywhere between 2 and 3 minutes is like a sweet spot for like I can feel my body relax. After like 1 or 2 minutes, your body kind of like relaxes, and then after that, it's like okay, I'm good. I dunk my head and stuff like that, and I'm up and going. But if I try to push it and push it, then go through like the next layer of like the next round of like shakes and stuff. I don't want to be sitting there chattering and trying to get warm for a while. I want to get up and train or do the show. And if I come in here and it's cold in here, like it's going to take me a while to kind of get back into it. So let's see. But at night too. So you can do a cold shower. So if any of you, I mean, You can get for example, you can get one of those like feeder troughs. You can fill it with water. You can fill it with frozen ice bottles. You can buy ice from the store. You can get like an ice barrel, which is like $1,000. And it's like a vertical barrel, and you can put it outside. And if you live in a cold climate, you can just break the ice every day. You can also have like a heater that you put in the bottom. You know, one of those like that keeps the water kind of like thawed but not warm. So there's different ways you can make your own, but you can start with cold showers. Start with cold showers. If you're afraid of cold water, just start off with like maybe doing 10 seconds of cold at the end of your shower and then build it to 15 seconds and then 30 seconds and then a minute. Just get into cold showers. It's great.